Kia ora, and welcome to Gridopolis in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. It is a game for 2 to 4 players. There's no solo mode. Playing time is around 15 to 30 minutes. It's a pretty simple game. Ever think checkers was a fun game when you were a kid, but really thought what would take it to the next level would be if you combined it with Lego and made the game 3-dimensional? I'd honestly never thought of doing that, but I kinda wish I had. Anyway, the designers of Gridopolis did, so now you can grab your components, build a board, and get ready to capture everyone else's pieces. You win if you're the last player with pieces left in the game. Alternatively, you can play with the optional scoring rules where you gain points for capturing opponents' pieces and kings, and for your leftover pieces at the end of the game. Competitive, only one player can win this game. Player elimination. If you lose your last piece, you're out of the game. Player turn. After setting up the board, either using a standard format or your own alternative, you get 6 playing pieces, 2 blocker tiles, 2 poles, and 3 landers. Each player will have a home area designated by coloured markers. If your opponent makes it to your home zone, they upgrade a piece to a king. Place your pieces on and adjacent to your home area. Standard pieces cannot move backwards, but can move forwards or diagonally. You can also move up or down levels while moving. You can jump your own pieces as well, allowing you to move over them. There are also teleporters, and if you land on one of those, you can immediately move to another unoccupied teleporter. You capture pieces by jumping over them in a straight line. Here, purple jumps and captures a piece, and ends up being kinged in the process. Straight lines for captures can go in 3 dimensions, so the green at the bottom here can jump the purple in the middle and land at the top. Kings are the only pieces that can move back towards your start point. And yes, you can do multiple jumps to capture multiple pieces. But you can also do jumps that would take you off the board to capture, although this does eliminate your own piece as well. And instead of taking a move action, you can modify the board. First, you can place blockers, which make a space impassable, but you can also add new pads to the board if you choose to. Keep playing until only one player has pieces, while the 2 remaining players have kings. Why would you like this game? This is an unusual game for me to cover, and I picked it simply because it was different. I had a friend of mine who runs a school-based games club test it with the kids there, and they really enjoyed it. And this review copy will be going back to that school club permanently. And that's the forte for this game, being a cool combination of a toy and a basic abstract game that you can teach in minutes. The 3-dimensional movement and capturing of pieces can be tricky at times, but it's also one of the ways the game sets itself apart and makes it a bit more cerebral. And when it's set up, it's colourful and demands attention. It's the sort of game you can't walk past without going, ooh, what's that? The best thing about this game is that it encourages you to make your own structures and to modify the rules, so you can make a bunch of different things and play with them. However, the setup time can be pretty lengthy, especially if you pack the game away in the box after playing. If you plan to play routinely, it's probably best to leave a standard board set up. And while it's checkers with lots of bells and whistles, it's still checkers at its core. This is no big complex wargame or Euro. And for another simple abstract game you can play with a family, check out Santorini. Gridopolis. Spock approved. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and check out our Patreon.